Show you guys a puzzle here. A lot of people actually get this one wrong. When it shows up, just type your answer in the chat. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's go. All right, so we're looking here, which key can open this lock? And you see the lock on the left-hand side there. Look closely at this one. Which key can open this lock? Looks like we got, what, 19 keys there? And they're all numbered keys. So go ahead, when you guys figure it out, just drop your answers in the chat. Give you guys a few more seconds here. Trying to figure out which key can open this lock. And don't answer too fast. You want to look closely at each key, right? So which of these keys is going to open that lock? Got lots of different keys right there. So yeah, this is one of those you want to really look closely at. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and like the live too, or comment the answer, and subscribe. We try to do this weekly, throughout the week. Really appreciate that, guys. We're trying to figure out which key can open this lock. I'll give you guys some hints throughout the live, and I also have another puzzle coming up after this too, so stick around. And look closely, don't answer too fast. Yeah, you can see that there's two mountains. I'll just say they're mountains on the lock there. So you could eliminate some. You do want to look carefully though. This is one of those you want to look carefully at. And yeah, just go ahead and try to justify your answer too. Maybe you got something different than I did, but you have a better answer, Just try to justify it. And once you figure it out, just drop it in the chat. It says this lock, it's in red. I don't think that's significant. But we're trying to figure out which key is going to open this lock. And the keys are all numbered there below you. So I'll tell you what, it does not look like it's 40. Right? I don't think it can be 40. I don't think it can be 18 either. What do you guys think? 40 and 18. I don't see how those can be it. Which key can open this lock? If you guys do figure it out, just go ahead and drop your answers in the chat. Who's going to be the first one to figure it out? Which key can open this lock? And I don't think it's 40, and I don't think it's 18. If you guys got a reason why it is one of those, yeah, just go ahead and let me know. Trying to figure out which key can open this lock. So we got like what? We got a lot of different keys down there. What do you guys think? Just go ahead and drop it in the chat. You want to look closely at this one. This is one of those you want to look closely. Oh, 23. Okay, thank you, Daniel. We got 23 here. Is anybody else getting 23? Let me try to find 23 here. On the right-hand side. Okay, does anybody else got 23? I know it's not 40. If you guys have a reason it's 40, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, 23. Okay, does anybody else got 23 or something different? I'm trying to figure out which key can open this lock. I do have another puzzle coming up after this, so stick around. And if you guys get a chance, go ahead and like the live. That's awesome. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that. Anybody else got anything different? I know I don't think it's 35 either. I don't see how it can be 35 or 40 for sure. You might hear my dogs barking in the background, but that's okay. So we're trying to figure out which key can open this lock. Daniel says 23. I don't think it's 40, and I don't think it's 18. Okay, we got a different answer here. Okay. Matthew says 18. Let me try to find 18 here. I cannot. Okay, it's up top. 18. Does anybody else got 18? Okay, Epic Blocks Gaming. That's an awesome name. 32. So we got 23, we got 18, and we got 32. We got some different answers here, guys. Does anybody have... Okay, 32. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of leaning towards... Man, I don't think you... Let me think. 32, I don't know here. Does anybody else got anything else? Or did anybody else get 23, 18, or 32? If you guys get a chance, just go ahead and like the live. That helps the channel so much. And go ahead and subscribe. I try to do this throughout the week. I like puzzles. I like thinking. Okay, so 23. Matthew says 23 as well. We got 223 here. We got 2 23s. Awesome, guys. Good eyes. I'm trying to figure out if is there a better key out there other than 23. And we do have another puzzle coming up here soon, so stick around. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate that. Okay, so Matthew. Okay, awesome. Does anybody else get 23 or 32 or another answer? Yeah, you definitely want to look closely at this one, guys. Definitely want to look closely. We've got a lot of different keys over there. So which key can open this lock? 45. Okay, let me try to find 45 here. 45. That's an interesting answer. They do look a little bit small, but kind of it does fit a little bit. What do you guys think about 45? Is 45 or 23 better? What do you guys think? So we're trying to figure out which key can open this lock. We had 45, we had 23, and we had 32. I think that's all we had. Did anybody get anything else? Or did anybody get the same 45 or any of the same ones? Yeah, you definitely want to look closely at this. You know, just looking at okay, we have another 23. So we have another 23 here, okay? The 23 ones, the thing about the 23 is the tops do look a little bit flat. I don't know if that's just my eyes or, you know what I mean? It kind of does look a little bit flat, whereas the one on the actual lock looked kind of pointed. So we're trying to figure out which key can open this lock. Yeah, this one you just want to look at each one individually and see which one fits best. We do have another puzzle coming up, guys, so stick around. Okay, Epic Block says, I'm guessing 45 instead of 32 because 32 is going in and 45 is going out. Okay. So let me look at 45 again. Okay, Hollywood Rob says 23 is the most compatible. Yeah, I definitely, there's some of them we can like automatically eliminate. Like I don't see 40. I don't think 18 is possible. You know, there's some of them we can like automatically eliminate. 24, that's not possible. 54 is not possible. Does anybody else see any ones that like they cannot be it? But yeah, I like what you said, the most compatible. I think that's really the trick here. What's the most compatible? You know? Great job, guys. Yeah, we're in a few seconds here, we're going to have another puzzle here, so stick around. What do you guys think? Anybody else get 45? What do you guys think about 45? I keep on bouncing from 45 to 23. You might hear my dogs in the background, but so yeah, we're trying to figure out which key can open the lock. And some of these, just, like 35 cannot be it. You definitely want to look closely at this. A few more seconds here. We're going to move on to the next one. Does anybody else got anything other than 45 and 23 or 32? Let me look at 32 again. $32 is a little bit rounded. I don't think 32 fits. Okay, thanks, Lee. We got 23. We got another 23 here. Guys, it looks like we're leaning towards 23. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at 45 still. You know? Does anyone else think 45 might be it? I mean, it's close. I don't know, it's very close. If you guys get a chance, just go ahead and like the live, and we're going to have another puzzle here in a few seconds. Awesome job, guys. If you guys just join us, we're trying to figure out which key can open this lock. There's some we kind of don't think it can't be it for sure. There's some we're leaning towards. So which key do you guys think can open this lock? Lots of different locks down there, or keys down there. $23, Jeff, awesome, man. A lot of us are getting 23 here. A lot of 23s. Great job. I mean, some of them, it cannot be 24 for sure. It can't be 54, you know. Definitely not. Yeah, some of them, it just cannot be it. Thanks, Jeff. All right, we're looking for which key can open this lock. All right. If few more seconds here. We'll go into the next puzzle. Great, good job, guys. All right, so what I'm thinking here is we're going to say it's 23. I think we have consensus here. Okay, thanks, Brandon. Brandon says 23. We got a 48 here. Let me try to find 48. I think it's 23, guys. Yeah, so Lee, I'm going to say 23. All right, guys, let's go to the next puzzle. That was a good warm-up. Okay, this is a riddle. So I'm between 4 and 6. I am not 5. What am I? A little bit of a riddle here. What do you guys think? I'm between 4 and 6. I'm not 5. What am I? And if you do have an answer and you can justify it, yeah, just put it in the chat. If it makes sense, it makes sense. So we're trying to figure out, I'm between 4 and 6. I'm not 5. What am I? Awesome. You guys are on it. Al says end. I'm a Sofa Kingdom says end. I love that name. Okay. Awesome job, guys. That's a good answer. Anybody else got anything different that they can justify? Lee says end. Awesome job. Yep, end's a good answer. I've seen some other good answers here a while back. What else? Does anybody else got anything else here for this one? I'm between 4 and 6. I'm not 5. What am I? Great job, guys. If you guys get a chance, just go ahead and like the live. I really appreciate that. It just helps the channel. It helps the video. I try to do this throughout the week. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. I will finish up with another puzzle in a few seconds here, guys. So we're trying to figure out, I'm between 4 and 6. I'm not 5. What am I? So far we have end. What I was thinking was, how about 4.1, 4.2, I think that's justifiable. Does anybody else get end? Or does everyone see how we get that word? It's a great job, guys. Yeah, if you get it, just drop your answers in the chat. So I'm between 4 and 6. I am not 5. What am I? $4.5. Yeah, I was hoping somebody would say that. Thanks, Lily. That's a good answer. I mean, it makes sense, right? Or a 5.5, or a 5.6. You just can't be 5. That's a good logical answer, too. Anybody else got any other good answers for this one before we go into the next one? Okay, so, yep, Lily, you see that too. So it could be end as well. That's one of the answers. It could be. And that's because that end is right in between 4 and 6 in the sentence. All right? So I'm between 4 and 6. I'm not 5. What am I? A few more seconds with this one, and then we're going to go on to the next one. Awesome job, guys. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I'll tell the bird. He said, shout out to the bird. Yeah, I'm an animal person, man. I do like animals. All right, guys, let us go to the next one. All right, guys, for this one, we're looking for which key can open this lock. Which key can open this lock?